There is nothing like kicking back on the sofa on a lazy day and work your brain out on a murder mystery, or maybe a brain teaser. Like we go to the gym to work out our muscles and keep our body in shape, we need to do something of the sort for our mind too. The brain is the most powerful muscle in the mind. The more one exercises it, the better you will be able to flex it and take better decisions, learn new things and improve our ability to concentrate. There are several ways to exercise the brain. You can solve a crossword puzzle or Sudoku, play with the Rubik's Cube, etc. etc. But if you are looking for something which will be fun along with the exercise, brain teasers are the way to go. Grey Matter Knowledge Hub brings in 6 brain teasers that only a genius can solve. Number 1. The Prince's Age. There was a prince somewhere in Europe. The age of the prince was 20 years in 2015, and 25 years in 2010. How is this possible? You have 10 seconds to solve this puzzle. The timer below will start now. How did it go? If you have solved it, you are without doubt a genius. Let's look at the answer. The years were in BC. That was a tough one. Since the chronology in the BC era move on the opposite direction, 2010 BC came 5 years after 2015 BC, hence, the prince got older by 5 years during this period. From 20 years to 25 years. Interesting, isn't it? Who does not like to be a detective, like Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, Miss Marple, and go on solving exciting cases? So in the next puzzle you will have to don the hat of a detective and identify the criminal. Who is the murderer? The newspapers have been abuzz with the murder of Mr. John. The detectives at the Scotland Yard have rounded up 3 suspects: Adam, Bill, and Dave. All 3 of them were there when the murder took place and was witness to the event. The 3 had given their statements. Adam said Dave did it. Bill said Dave did it, and Dave said Adam did it. You know that 2 of them lied and only one spoke the truth, but you don't know who did what. Can you solve the case? Remember, the clue is 2 of them lied. Your time starts now. Have you cracked it, Sherlock? I am sure you have done it. Let's look at the answer. The murderer is Adam. Remember, 2 of them lied and only was truthful. If Dave was the murderer, only one person would have mentioned him. Since both Adam and Bill mentioned Dave, he cannot be the murderer. Hence, both Adam and Bill lied and Dave spoke the truth. That means Adam is the murderer. Elementary, Watson. Isn't it? Congrats, Sherlock. You have cracked the case. Adam has been arrested by the police. Spy novels and movies have been our favorites always. From 007 to Jason Bourne, we have watched all their movies. In the next puzzle, we will work in a secret military establishment and try to crack a code that we have intercepted in our radio. Number 3. The secret code. The military intelligence unit has intercepted a coded message. Pulling out files on previous messages in the same frequency showed 2 other messages received earlier. From the archives, you have identified that the earlier code breaker have cracked the 2 codes. The first one meant, attack planned for Thursday. The second one meant, our guys will be ready. What is the meaning of the new message? Your 10 seconds start now. How is it going, officer? Did you crack it? Let's look at the answer. The answer is, guys ready for attack. Here is how the code was cracked. Good work, officer. You did it. In the next Brain Teaser, we will look at optical illusions. An optical illusion is a way to fool our brain by using different patterns. The weird thing about optical illusions is that for many of them, even if you know the answer, you still get fooled by your brain. Can you try to not get fooled? Let's try it out in our next Brain Teaser. Look at this image. At the start things will look normal, but if you look closely, you will find the staircases are impossibly aligned. But if you look once more, it will again look normal. Anyways, let's move to our Brain Teaser and see if you are a genius who can solve it. Number 4. Optical illusion. There are two arrangements of lines, with two angles, angle A and angle B. Which of the two angles is larger? You have 5 seconds to answer. Let's see which is larger. If we try to bring the outer lines in the first figure closer, we will see that eventually both the figures look exactly the same. This means that both angle A and B are same. However, as outer lines are closer in the second figure, angle B looks larger. And it would continue to look larger even if we go back after knowing the answer. The next Brain Teaser would be a riddle. A riddle is generally a phrase or a sentence with a veiled meaning. To crack it, you need to view the phrase from a different perspective. Let's see if you can solve this riddle. Number 5. A riddle. I go up and down but do not move on my own. Can you identify me? You have 10 seconds to think about that. I think you have guessed it already. The answer is a staircase. However, let's make it a bit more tough. The second part of the riddle says, I am not a staircase but I have steps. Who am I? Take another 10 seconds to think about that. The answer is ladder. Great job figuring that out. The final Brain Teaser in this video is a mathematical puzzle. Let us take a look at it. Number 6. Guess the number? In the recent midterms, Max had just done okay. Interestingly, his marks were both 10th highest and the 10th lowest in the class. You have to find out how many students are there in the class. Your 10 seconds start now. Have you solved it? Let's look at the answer. Max's marks is the 10th highest and lowest in the class. That means Max is bang in the middle of the class with 9 students scoring more than him, and 9 students scoring less than him. If we add 9 plus 9, there are 18 students apart from Max. So, in total there are 19 students in the class. Easy, wasn't it? If you have solved all these puzzles, you are really a rock star. You deserve a cheer. We are sure that you share the brain power of a genius. Keep practicing on puzzles to keep your thinking sharp. We hope you liked this presentation. If you did, don't forget to like it on YouTube and share it with your friends. Also, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to never miss an update from the Grey Matter. Till next time. Ciao.